everyone, and welcome. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is episode 112 of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. Make sure, if you are watching, to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and... Oh, sorry. I lost my train of thought there. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with the rest of this series. And check out the video description for our link tree, link to all of our great channel supporters and sponsors. Make sure you go support those who support us. Also, in the video description is information on channel memberships, $5 a month for ad-free extended length videos, merch discounts, and more. Check out, like I said, the video description for more information about channel memberships. All right. It is now a beautiful Wednesday evening here in the middle of Illinois. But about 2 hours ago, we were hunkered down in the basement with tornado warnings. So, and now overnight it's supposed to snow. So, welcome to Illinois. Yeah, so that's what's going on around here. But we've got a national title to wrap up here in World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. We are going to run through the last 4 races of the Micro Sprint National Series. Get my chair situated here. There we go. All right, we've got I-55 down in Peabody, Missouri up first, and then we'll head to Sugarbush. Now, we've already raced at those tracks, but obviously this is a live video, so we'll show all of them. So, and then we will head to Volusia for the very first time before we wrap things up at the dirt track at Charlotte for the final showcase of the career here with the Micro Sprint. This will be the last time you see the Micro Sprint on this channel, so take it all in, enjoy it while you can, because this is it. Car doesn't need any repairs right now, so we'll leave that alone. As far as the point standings there, what did I do? I just pinched myself. All right, so as you can see, 44.72 to 42.58. That is a considerable gap because goal calculator is telling me that's 214 points is the gap. So we've got a decent lead so far with 4 races to go. Let's not waste any more time. Get headed to the track down at I-55. All right, here we are, I-55 Raceway. Hold on, making a Reddit post for the video real quick. So let's go do that. So there we go. All right, I-55 Raceway, the site of our next event. Let's check the setup. It should be pretty similar to what we've been running. Let me turn my headset up a little bit. There we go. All right. 10.941 the goal time here. 10.884 our fastest time ever. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. We are officially on the clock here at I-55. All right, through 3 and 4. As soon as we hit that goal time, we'll go ahead and mosey on to qualifications. An 11.132, lap number 1. Boy, Harry Nelson is hounding us here. 11.062, lap number 2. Lap number 3. 10.967. We're getting close. Lap number 4. 10.940. There it is. 1/1000th of a second, but we got it. We're probably not going to get the goal time in qualifications because of that, by the way. Just FYI. Oh. A little bit of contact already with Harold Nelson there, but that's fine. We'll keep her going here. So, all right, we got our goal time in practice. Oh, my goodness. Qualifying 10.799, or let's just call it a 10.8. That is the goal time here for us in qualifications. See what we can do. Oh, no, we're in the wall. That's not good. Lap number one's not going to be a good one. I can tell you that right now. Lap number one is 11:2:56. Can't hear the announcer, so we'll just keep moseying on through here. Lap number two should be better. It's 11:0:70. Good enough for P14. Jab of the board's going to go to Harry Nelson. Oh my gosh, I can't stop yawning. Oh boy. It's been a long day. All right. Harry Nelson goes top of the board. Zach Henderson Jr. in second. Brittany Baker third. Austin Wright fourth. And Billy Ramirez comes home fifth. Okay, this stupid microphone arm needs to stop falling. I've tightened it up as much as I can. It just will not stay where I want it to. All right. Hopefully it stays now. Okay, we are ready for... Oh my god, I can't stop yawning. All right, we are ready for Heat Race X. Sorry, I was reading crazy people upset about weather alerts interrupting their daytime programming. So weird people for sure. But we are ready for Heat Race action. We qualified 13th, so we got our work cut out for us here. We're gonna start 5, 10. Oh my god. 14th, I think it is where we qualified. So, we'll start from the third position here at Heat Race number 4. Let's head to the track. All right, we are ready to go here in Heat Race number 4. Starting P3, we are ready to go. Ready to go, and green flag is out. We get a good jump here on the initial go of this one. Going to look to the inside of Jennifer Washington. No, she'll hold the spot here as now Kurt Henderson. There's a name we don't hear very often or at all, quite honestly. He looks to our outside. We'll hold him off and hold on to P3 as we complete lap number 1. Oh, car upside down behind us. That was Henderson. Caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway. As we continue on in this one, we'll restart from the third position. Green flag is back out. Kurt Henderson goes flipper dipper doodah off the right rear of Brett Cooper. Just like before. Oh boy, Brett Cooper now looking to our outside. He's going to grab P3. Put us back to P4 as Cooper now takes over the third spot. Top 4 to the A main. Jet 2 to the qualified dash. I think it said it in one of my previous videos that heat races are sometimes a little bit of a struggle, but it doesn't really matter where we start in the A main. We always seem to work our way to the front anyway. So we'll get to the inside of Brett Cooper and get in front of him as we hit 6 laps complete in this one. And we'll continue on as we come around to complete lap number 7. Austin Wright is your race leader. Jennifer Washington is in that second qualified dash spot. We are third, and Brett Cooper has that fourth and final A-main transfer spot with 8 laps complete. God, I can't stop yawning. 8 laps complete, 2 laps to go. This time by the flag stand. Flagman Dan's going to have 1 lap to go. White flag is in the air. Final trip around the speedway here in the heat race. This is going to be a quick one here at I-55 as we're going to go straight to the A main as we finish third in our heat race. We'll finish third in heat race number 4. We'll head straight to the A main where we'll start from the 14th position. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so sorry. All right. Getting the win is Austin Wright. He'll head to the qualified dash along with Jennifer Washington. We finished third, and in fourth, Brett Cooper. Those two cars will go through to the A main. Everybody else is going to have to run a consolation race. Alrighty, Roo. Let's head back to the pit area here. Back in the pit area. Here we go. Oh, wow. Unplug it. Okay, back here in the pit area, like I said, I'll turn up the volume on the car, or on the game. Capture card. You tell me if that's better. If you can hear the background noise or whatever. I turned it up a little bit, but all right. We are starting 14th here in the AMA, and the sponsor wants us in the top 5. Justin, I'm all out of victory fuel. So yeah, I'm in a predicament. But yeah, hopefully you guys should be able to hear it all right now. But we are starting 14th here in the A main. Got our work to do. Let's go. All right, gridded and ready to rock. Tammy Gonzalez starting 16th. She finished 4th in Heat 1 and starting 10th. Finishing 10th on the qualified dash is Gary Nelson. Finishing 4th in the B main, Brittany Hughes is going to roll from 24th, and we finished 3rd in Heat Race number 4. We're starting from the 14th position. Here we go, ready to go. The green flag is out. Remember, we entered tonight with a 214-point lead in the point standings. So we just need to get out of here relatively unscathed. Lisa Dixon slides on by to the inside to grab 13th from us. We're going to get back by and grab one more as well as we get by Tommy Bailey. Put us up to P13 on lap number 1. Oh boy. All right. Remember, sponsor VP Racing Fuels wants top 5s. We got to figure out a way to get there in 27 laps. So we got to get to a getting here and get to a getting quickly. So we had a good run there through 1 and 2. We'll get to the inside of Henry Fisher. Put us now P12. Now looking to the inside of Tony Armstrong. Nope, that's Al Shaw. We'll make a little bit of contact with Al Shaw. We'll go up to P11 now, plus 3 on our starting position. 25 to go. We've got 5 laps complete. We'll look to the inside of Tony Armstrong this time, and we'll get by Anthony there. Oh, car upside down in front of us. That's Brittany Baker. Caution is out. Racing season starts a month from yesterday. So we start in less than 1 month at CJ Speedway in Columbus Junction, Iowa. So I don't know why there's no sound. As long as you can hear me. All right, restart here from the, oh boy, Gary Nelson slow on the go there. We're going to get woed up. Oh, nope, that's because of Brittany Baker. We're going to gain a few spots there because of that. Yes, sir. We'll move up into the 8th position now because of the slow car. Baker slowing everybody else in front of her. She was the caution car. Oh boy, we got a big run on Austin Wright. Got to get it sideways just to avoid contact. We've got 10 laps complete, 20 to go. 20 laps to go. Nope, now it's 19 laps to go as we ride in P8. We're going to look to the inside of Tony Armstrong once more. Oh, Washington and Wright almost made contact. Remember, those two were first and second in our heat race. And look at how close they are to us now. So Definitely. Oh, car slowed on a backstretch. Caution is not out as we move into the top five. Remember, we started 14th. We're not even halfway home in this one. We're already up to P5. So I think if we have another caution, we might be able to make something happen here with Harry Nelson in the race lead. Trying to figure out who that is in second. Is that Billy Ramirez? I believe it is. Then Zach Henderson, Austin Wright, and myself. Halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go. Surprisingly, only been slowed by one caution flag so far in this one. Henderson is closing in on Ramirez. Well, he was closing in on Ramirez, but he starts to pull away now. Visor's getting awfully packed full of mud, don't you think? Yep, we'll pull a tear off. There we go. Got a clean visor now down the back straightaway into turn 3. We're going to try to close in on Austin Wright. Grab 4th position here. Starting 14th, running in 5th right now. Oh, close quarters combat there with Austin Wright. Getting very close to Brittany Baker. Down the back straightaway. Now down the front straightaway into turn number 1. We're going to look for it. No, we're not going to have it. I cannot wait until my new mic arm gets here tomorrow. I have a new microphone, new mic arm, all that stuff coming. It is supposed to be here tomorrow. 10 laps to go. So video Friday's video will be first video with that new equipment. I'm very, very, very excited for that because this one is giving me fits so much. Well, it might be. I might have to wait until next week to get it done, but I'm excited. You have no idea how excited I am to get something new. I got a new capture card too. It's actually goes in my computer instead of just an external one. So I'm gonna try and get the sound fixed here once we're done. So I'll go into the replay. You guys can tell me where we are. 6 laps to go. Austin Wright has turned on the afterburners. And this freaking mic arm keeps falling down. So remember, we started 14th. We're running 5th right now. 5 laps to go in this one now. We'll get by Shane Kelly. Only one caution flag, too. Now I'm going to jinx it, and we're going to have a caution now. We'll have a green, white checker restart, and we're not going to finish in the top 5. That's how these things have been going. This car is terrible to get up to speed. 3 to go now at the line. Harry Nelson, race leader, is gone, baby, gone. He takes 2 laps to go. I almost said white flag. We'll come around now. There we go. 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. I also need to move my recording screen over. White flag, so I can see it easier. White flag, 1 lap to go this time. Oh, car spun around on the back straightaway. No caution. Checkered flag. P5. We finish in P5 here in this one. Not a bad run for us after starting 14th. Excuse me. Harry Nelson gets the race win. Zach Henderson Jr. comes on second. Billy Ramirez in third. Austin Wright fourth. We come home fifth after starting 14th on the field. Not a bad run for us here at I-55. Only one caution too. That is surprising for the racing that goes on here. So let's get this thing wrapped up. All right, I'm in here. I'm gonna try and get the sound fixed. But I have to kind of open this on my phone. I apologize if you hear an echo. Hello. Ah, there we go. Okay, so sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me on that. Okay, so I've started recording in my audio in different tracks, so I can edit the game audio and then my microphone audio separately. But when you do that with streaming, it only outputs whatever's on channel 1. So, yeah, there's some weird stuff there going on. So, now we're good, obviously. So, let's wrap this up here from I-55. All right, we are all done here at I-55, our raceway, Peabody, Missouri, finishing in the top 5 here. Started 14th, finished 5th. We still have the point standings. It is now 46. I'm going to keep track of this throughout the rest of the video. 46-12, that's a pretty easy one to figure out. 4400. It's now a 212-point lead. What was it as we entered? It was 214. So we didn't really lose a whole lot. Control Y. Yeah, we lost 2 points to Austin Wright, so not a huge deal at all. Yeah, I'm hoping with I bought a new mic from Elgato. It's going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to try to experiment with some of their software and stuff, so hopefully I can get better at this stuff, but we'll have to... time will tell, I guess. So, but as I was saying, we still have a 212-point lead over Austin Wright. He gained, like you can see there, 2 points on us. But the more important thing here, that is a boatload of merchandise sales for a micro sprint race. We're going to leave I-55 with $73,686. You probably noticed I don't talk about the skill points anymore. That's because there's nothing we can do with the skill points. So let's head back to the race shop. All right, back here at the race shop. After finishing in the 5th position, we've got one more race on our sponsor incentive contract, and that's going to be at Sugar Bush, the hills of Tennessee. Yes, Sugar Bush, a fascinating racetrack. We've already raced there before. Where did we race? Or when did we race at Sugar Bush? Sugar. Find all. I have an Excel spreadsheet with all this stuff. So we raced there, race 25 of the regional season. So it's been a while since we've been here. So no immediate repairs needed to the car. Let's get headed to Tennessee and Sugar Bush Motor Speedway. All right, 16 flat. Look at that. That's the ooh, yeah. Let's do some adjustments here to the setup. Bump. Soften up the bump, stiffen up the rebound. We'll go to the exact opposite on the right front and soften that up by half a turn. Looking at everything else. Everything else looks good. Let's head to the track. 16 flat is legal time here. Probably not the safest thing to do, just pull right out onto the track like that, but that's what we're going to do. I gotta turn my headphones up. More, there we go. All right, we are good now. Oh, wrong button. All right, our fast lap over is 15.715. Let's see what kind of lap we can turn here in practice. It has been a trying week for us here at the Osmond Racing household. Dustin Viz, if you're not familiar, the Iceman Dustin Viz, has been working on our cars, doing a bunch of fabrication work because I don't know how to weld. So I have to kind of rely on other people for that. 15816. He just keeps finding problem after problem on the cars. So there's just a lot of stuff that's adding up, but we'll be bringing both of them back this Sunday, so they will be back at our shop. 16-1. That's not a very fast lap. All right, we got our goal time here, so it's just adding up. It's very overwhelming right now. Costs are adding up. Bad news is adding up, but we'll be ready for opening night nonetheless. So, okay, so we'll head to qualifying now. We ran a 15.816 in. Oh crap! I meant to go change the setup a little bit, but it is what it is. Get into fifth gear. Into fifth gear. There we go. All right. Good run here at the front straightaway. There we go. We're on the clock. 15.715, the goal time to beat here. So that tells me we have the ability to run a lap fast enough for that sponsor goal time. Can we, though, is a whole other story. So lap number 1 is a 15.941. We're in the top 10, which is good. Better than last race. Probably can go a little taller on the gear ratio, right? Or no, shorter on the gear ratio. Lap 2, 16 flat. Lap number 1 will be the good, or the fastest time for us here. We'll come home 8th in qualifications. Harry Nelson once again top of the board. Zach Henderson Jr., Jason Reed, Brittany Baker, and Tony Armstrong. Your top 5 here in qualifying at Sugar Bush. And as we mentioned, the hills of Tennessee, I'm reminded of a video I posted, 4 years ago today, of our time down at Bristol Motor Speedway, obviously also in the hills of Tennessee. What a fun time it was down there. So, all right, we're qualified in the 5th position. Qualified 8th. Qualified in the 8th position. So we'll start outside of the front row of heat race number 4. Went a little shorter on the gear ratio. Higher number, shorter ratio. Lower number, taller ratio. Bigger numbers, shorter gear ratios give you higher acceleration. Taller gear ratios, smaller numbers give you better top speed, but less acceleration. So I'm hoping I can get a little more RPM out of this thing at the end of the straightaways. Give me a little more speed out of it. But we're starting outside of the front row. Heat race number 4. Let's head to the track. All right, top 5 to the A-main, top 2 to the qualified dash. We are... Where is it? There it is. We are ready to go. Green flag is out. Brittany Baker starts to her inside. Look at that. We get a really good jump on her, but she just... I don't know if she just shifted into 4th gear there, and it just pulls her way out in front. But we'll... fall back to the 3rd position is Abby King. That's a name we haven't seen very much this year. She'll get by for the 2nd position as we get a very, very inopportune placement of a mud particle on our visor. Now, if you look at that tachometer down there in the bottom right, you'll notice that it is very close to red line. We want to get as close as possible to that red line without actually hitting it, because as soon as it hits the red line, you'll notice the car starts, the engine starts chopping, right? It goes bop, 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 bop. So you don't want to do that because you're just making noise. You're not pulling any harder. You're not pulling any more. You're not going any faster. You're just making noise. So you want to make sure that your engine is pulling throughout the entire torque band, throughout the entirety of the straightaway. So that's why with like a quick change gear ratio or quick change rear end, like we previously were running in our cars, you could fine tune that with the numerous different gear ratios you can run in that thing. But halfway home in this one. I don't have manual shifting turned on. I should probably go do that, but we're so far into this right now. This is the only car that requires shifting anyway, so I think we'll be all right. So I appreciate that, though, Justin. We're working lap number 7 here. Brittany Baker still out front by about a second and a half. 3 laps to go. Now, it gets boring when everyone gets all spread out. Looking at the mini-map down there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's no challenges for the top 5 at all. Looks like the only battle is for 8th and 9th, and that's kind of negligible at this point. But 2 laps to go now. Brittany Baker out front as she's going to come around and take the white flag, but we're going to have a restart here as those 2 cars battling for 8th and 9th end up on their lids. All right, green-white checkered finish here in heat race number 4. We're going to have overtime. Brittany Baker, Greg Osmond, Abby King, Lisa Dixon, Desai Tammy Gonzalez in that 5th spot. Green flag is back out. Ooh, look at that. Aside from myself, the top 5 made up of all female drivers. We're putting it to the boys here today in heat race number 4. Brittany Baker jumps out to the race lead once more. She's going to come around and grab the white flag again. White flag, 1 lap to go. I like this track. It's big and wide. With some of the other cars, it's more fun, but in this car, it's a tiny car. It's a 4-cylinder car. So checker flag is out. We'll finish P2 here in heat race number 4. We'll go through to the qualified dash. Brittany Baker gets the win. She'll go through to the dash as well. Abby King finishes 3rd. Tammy Gonzalez in 4th. And Lisa Dixon in 5th. All go through to the A main. All right. Oh, my goodness. All right. It is qualified dash time. We're going to start from the 8th position. So if you're unfamiliar, qualified dash is made up of the cars that finish 1st and 2nd in the heat races. Heat race winners start up front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this case. Second place finishers start after that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Heat race 1 starts first. Heat race 2 starts second, so on and so forth. And how you finish this race is how you start the A main. Typically, in real life, if you had a dash or something like that, a dash for cash, it's less cars. It's typically only like race winner or heat race winners, and it's usually like 4 laps. That's why it's called a dash, because it's short. It's a dash to the win. So, but yeah, let's get this thing underway. Car was handling well, it's running well. We're not going to change anything on it. So we're starting 8th in here. Like I said, how we finish this is how we start the A main. Can't start any worse than 8th, so we're going to make any bold moves. Now's the time to do it. We are ready to go. Green flag is out. Green flag is out in this one. We've got 10 laps to make up the first 4 rows of the A main starting grid. Excuse me. Tony Armstrong, Austin Wright looking to the inside of Tony Armstrong. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, we don't want to be down there. That's muddy stuff down there. We're going to make a 3-for-1 pass there through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, yes, sir. We're going to go from 8th to 5th in 1 set of corners. Remember, VP Racing Fuels, our current primary sponsor. Well, that's the only primary sponsor we're going to have on this thing, because even though we're going to have a showcase race to end this video, we're not going to be able to race that car with that sponsor. So I wish they would change that. Like, I'm okay having 4 showcases, but put the last one earlier so we can actually race with that sponsor on the car, or let us take those sponsors to the next level, to the next, because when we race this car at the regional levels, for instance, we run all those races, we sign that last sponsor at the last race, but then we can't do anything with them because that sponsor doesn't transfer over to the national level. Oh, contact in front of us, Jason Reed and Brittany Baker. Halfway home, we stay green. So yeah, there's a few things I would tweak if I was in charge, if I was king of the forest type situation. But just small details like that. But 4 laps to go here. As I was saying though, VP Racing Fuels, our primary sponsor, wants us to finish in the top 5. We were able to do that with our previous race at I-55, starting 14th, finishing 5th. But this one looks like we'll be able to start a little closer to the front, not have to work our way up there like we did at I-55. We have now 3 laps to go here at Sugarbush. Harry Nelson out to the race lead. Second is Zach Henderson Jr. Brittany Baker currently third. Jason Reed is fourth. We ride in P5 as we have 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Come around here. White flag is out. One more trip around the speedway here in the qualified dash before we head to the A main. I'm actually going to soften up or move down or however it is that right rear or right front torsion bar. So checkered flag P5. Definitely happy with that one. Harry Nelson gets the race win. He'll start from the pole position with Zach Henderson Jr. starting to his outside. Row number 2 will be Brittany Baker and Jason Reed with myself and Austin Wright in row 3. Row number 4 will be made up of Tony Armstrong and Tommy Bailey. All right. Got a much better starting position here in this A main than we had in the last race. I lost my train of thought. All right. Much better starting position. So like I said, in the qualified dash, we're going to go through and lower this torsion bar all the way down. And we're going to put a smaller one up there too. So that, in essence, is softening up. So it's putting a softer spring in. It does the same thing as a spring like on a fendered car. And what that does is it helps the car turn into the corners. So instead of turning the car more to the left to get it into the corners, you're turning more to the right. So, all right, A main is up next here from Sugarbush Motor Speedway. This is our last race at tracks we've already raced at. So the next 2 tracks we have not raced this car at, I should say. We have not raced this car at either of those 2 tracks coming up. So, yeah, this is it for the tracks that we've already raced this car at. We are starting P5 here in this one. Let's get going. A main up next. All right, graded and ready to rock here for the A main. Tony Armstrong started 7th after finishing 7th in the qualified dash, and starting 9th, finishing 3rd, he won. Jennifer Washington. Winning the B main, Phil Flores is going to roll from the 21st position. We finished 5th in the qualified dash. We're going to start from the 5th position. We are ready to go. Green flag is out. You only get a fistful of phalanges when we're leading. That's the only time that phrase comes out. You get that phrase with 5 laps to go when we are leading. So let's hopefully get one of those here by the end of the video. We're going to already come around here and complete lap number 1. We're plus minus 0, net 0 on the grid here. But we got a good run into turn number 1 on Zach Henderson Jr. We're going to dive it hard into turn number 3. I believe we'll get to the 3rd position. Third position. I was going to say we got to 4th, obviously, but we're getting even more than we bargained for there as we're going to move up to P2. We've got something for the field here. Now, you see, if you notice the front tires, oh boy, I got a little wobbly there off of turn 4. Wow, we're to the inside of Harry Nelson for the race lead off of 2. No, he still got it. If you notice the front tires, especially through the corners, you'll notice they're turning a lot less to the left. That's because of that torsion bar adjustment on the right front. So 4 laps completed, and we are hounding Harry Nelson for the race lead. Off of 2, he still got it. Into turn 3, we're going to dive it hard. We're going to slide up in front. Yes, sir. Put us to the point. P1. 5 laps complete. He's not going to let us go by quietly, though, as he's going to hound us continually for the top spot. But we've got the lead here now with 6 laps complete. Didn't do a lot of adjustments to the car when we unloaded. Made a gear change, made a shock adjustment, I believe, on the left front, or left rear and right front. Now we made a torsion bar adjustment for the A main. And we are rolling pretty here at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. beautiful facility here in Tennessee. Beautiful facility. Started 5th in this one. We are up to the point with 8 laps completed. Scrape the outside wall. They are allowing Harry Nelson to close back in, but not going to be able to make any sort of move, is he? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3, off of 4. We continue to tick the laps away. I appreciate you all for bearing with me earlier, getting the audio situated. Now that we're sitting good there. 10 laps are complete. We're 1/3 of the way through this one. First period is complete. We're going to go by done on the outside, just because I don't think we're going to have any sort of run to get by him on the inside. So approaching now Shane Kelly. We'll get by Shane on the inside on the exit of turn 2. So we're starting to pull a gap here on Harry Nelson. Yes, he's going to get into Shane Kelly. Shane Kelly goes upside down. Caution's out. Harry Nelson gets into Shane Kelly. Lap car of Shane Kelly. Kelly goes upside down. Nelson spins her out. Restart here. We are the race leaders. Zach Henderson Jr., Jason Reed, Harry Nelson, Brittany Baker. Your top 5. We are ready to go once more. Green flag is out. Green flag is out with now 17 laps to go. We've got 13 completed. Zach Henderson Jr. gets a great jump on us, and he'll go to the point here on the restart. Not phased. I'm not worried about it at all. Brittany Baker's going to dip a toe and poke a nose to the inside off of 4. Not going to make any sort of move there. They have some close quarters combat behind us. Getting real close off turn number 2, I'm sorry. With Jason Reed. Halfway home, and this one 15 down, 15 to go. We need to not be on that part of the track, by the way. Let's not do that. We're starting to close in on Zach Henderson Jr. Starting to close in. For the race lead here at Sugarbush. 13 to go. Man, he has really set sail on this one. Harry Nelson really feeling the effects of getting into the lap car. He is no longer in the top 5. There is the caution car of Shane Kelly, by the way. Caution came out when Harry Nelson, running in second at the time, got into the lap car of Shane Kelly. Kelly went for a ride. Nelson went around, and here we are. We were leading at that point, by the way. Zach Henderson Jr. has jumped to the top spot on the restart. We are trying to hunt him down, as this time by the flag stand, we've got 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go in this one. We started the video off at I-55 Raceway. Didn't qualify good. Finished 3rd in our heat race. Started 14th on the A-main. And worked our way up to a 5th place finish. 9 laps to go here at Sugarbush. We qualified 8th. Finished 2nd in our heat race. Started 8th in the qualified dash. Finished 5th. Started 5th in the A-main, and we are running in P2 right now. We were leading for quite a while earlier on in this one. We're going to close in on Henderson Jr. We're going to dive into the inside at turn number 3 for the point. For that top spot, we're going to have the lead at the line. Give us the spot. Give us the race lead here with now 7 laps to go. He's not letting us get by easily, but he's going to get into the lap car of, I don't know who that was. That was Kurt Henderson? Ooh, that's unfortunate. All right, yellow flag, and I'm concerned about this one, but Zach Henderson Jr., I didn't look through. I'm concerned. We weren't good on the first restart. I hope we're better on this one. 6 laps to go. If we're going to do anything, we're going to just try to block. We're not going to be able to reel him in. We're going to lose this race because of a restart. Poop on a pooper. 5 to go this time by. We're not leading, so you don't get to hear it. We'll only do it when we're leading. 5 laps to go. We might be able to get by him. Not. Oh, this time by. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go to the lead now. So, we are now the race leader with 4 laps to go. Oh, it's just a lap too late. Sorry about that, Justin. You don't get to hear it for this race. Maybe at Volusia or Charlotte. So 4 laps to go with Zach Henderson Jr. running in the second spot. We're going to come off of 4 now. 3 laps remain here at Sugarbush. Hopefully I got you all up to speed if you missed anything here. Harry Nelson back up to 4th. Whatever problem he had, he must have remedied it. 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps remain here at Sugarbush. We're out to the race lead, and it is looking good for us here. This time off of turn number 4, Doctor's Jacket is in here. White flag is out. White flag is out. 1 lap remains here at Sugarbush in the hills of Tennessee. We'll get by the 2 slower cars with no issue at all. Off of 4, checkered flag, race winner. Yes, sir. We'll grab the race win at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. Zach Henderson Jr. is going to come home 2nd. Tony Armstrong 3rd. Harry Nelson rebounds to finish 4th. And Austin Wright will finish in 5th. Oh my God, I can't stop yawning. You guys ever have those days where you just can't stop yawning regardless of what time of day it is? Yeah, that's today. So, all right, we get the race win, and race win comes with maximum points. So, obviously, we're going to extend our points lead over everybody else. 47-62 to 45-40. It is now a 222-point lead. We gained 10 points on Austin Wright. He finished exactly 10 points behind us. So, but, oh man, he's got an 80-point lead over Zach Henderson Jr. So, we picked up our 10th win of the year. Double digits now on the season. So, happy with that. We got to get more Buku bucks in our pocket books. We're going to leave Sugarbush with a grand total of $88,891. Let's head back to the race shop. All right, we're back here at the race shop, and I can't stop freaking yawning. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm so sorry. Checked off that another sponsor goal or for our incentive contract with another top 5, so we completed it perfectly. Some more bonus bucks in our pockets, so yes, sir. But more importantly, we got a trophy for the trophy case for the National Dirt Series Micro Sprint at Sugarbush Motor Speedway. We've got 2 more races in this season. Volusia is up first, down in Florida. Yep, top 5s. Never raced a Volusia with this car. I don't think we raced there at all, to be honest with you. So, is a half mile down in Florida. And then after that, we'll head to North Carolina, where we go to the 4/10 mile at the dirt track at Charlotte. 2 more races in this car. Last 2 races for this car on this channel. You will probably never see this car again in racing action after tonight. So enjoy it while you can. Let's head down to Volusia Speedway Park. Here we are at Volusia. And we're just going to go ahead and put our setup on it from the get-go. Soften up the left rear. Soften up the bump on the left rear shock. Stiffen up the rebound on the left rear shock. We want to lean it over as much as possible. And I'm just going to go soft on right front. But then we're going to stiffen up the pump. Soften up the rebound. Torsion bar on the right rear. We'll leave that alone. 5.5. What's the biggest race I've been in? The XR stock car race in Las Vegas. It's $25,000 to win. We ran the entire XR stock car dirt series that year. That's when we raced at Bristol and Belleville and Vegas and all that stuff. So yeah, that was a pretty big race. 25,000 to win. It was a 27-hour drive, I believe it was, for us. It absolutely sucked, especially on the way back because it started snowing in Kansas, and it sucked on the way back. But all right, on the track now. I think we should be pretty good. Gear ratio probably needs adjusted a little bit. Um, Steering offset needs adjusted too. I'll tell you that. But, I mean, handling wise, the car feels good. So lap number 1 is a 15.516. Not good enough for the goal time. We'll run one more lap here. I don't know why, but this track gives me weed sport vibes, especially coming off to turn 2. 474. Okay, so we're close, just not there. All right, we're gonna go to a 1.5 on the offset, so we're not turning so far to the right down the straightaways, and we're gonna go to a 620 on the rear end ratio. Let's head back to the track. I don't think we're going to be going back to Belleville this year. With the baby on the way, they don't race there. They don't race the stock cars there that often. With the baby on the way, I can't be too far away from home. Just in case and whatnot. So we'll be at CJ on Fridays, 34 on Saturdays, and should be going down to Batesville in August, and we'll be a Boone for the Super Nationals. So, hey, there's the goal time there, but we're just going to focus on the weekly stuff for now, and kind of maybe do some bigger stuff after this year. How this year goes will be a real test for what we do in the future, but I will have a car for sale. Well, both of my cars will be for sale at the end of this year, actually, so... All right, let's head to qualification now, 290. I'm going to go a little shorter on the gear ratio. I think we have enough room to spare. 15.290, the goal time here. We ran a 3:35 in practice, so I think we can grab the goal time, which will put us starting in the top 5, which is the goal. Okay, we can go even further on the gear ratio, actually, now that I look at it. All right, we are on the clock here at Volusia. Car is handling like a dream right now. I barely have to turn the wheel with the joystick because there's no wheel. All right, lap number 1 to 3:02, very close to that goal time. I messed up the entry to turn to the 1 there because I was looking at the different part of the screen. But all right, we're gonna go into 3 off of 4, 295 P6. So close. Was it a 290 was the goal time, wasn't it? Yep, so close. Top of the board goes to Zach Henderson Jr. Brittany Baker comes home second here. Nelson in third. Jason Reed fourth. And Austin Wright rounds out your top 5 here in qualifying at Volusia. Yeah, everybody else, feel free to ask me whatever question you want about my real racing stuff. I've been racing for, 27 years at this point, I think it is. Yeah, 27, because 2028 will be 30, and it'll probably be last year, honestly. All right. Heat race number 1, we've qualified 6, so we're going to start from the second position of heat race number 1. 5 heat races, so that means top 4 to the A main. We made a gear adjustment, went to a shorter gear ratio to get a little more RPM, a little more acceleration out of it. So let's see how we do. Heat race number 1 up next. All right, top 4 to the A main, like I said. Top 4 to the A main. Top 2 to the qualified dash. That race from Belleville was interesting because if you watch the in-car from the second night, the A main, the car started getting hot with like 5 laps to go, 6 laps to go, something like that. And I just ran it. I probably should have pulled in because it was pitiful, but we finished 3rd that night, so I'm certainly not upset about it. But the other problem with that race was I went there by myself, so that's like an 8-hour drive for us. I went there by myself. It was about 99 degrees both days. So I'm there by myself, working on the car by myself, staying in an Airbnb by myself. So it was rough. It was very rough, but came home 3rd. They paid us in cash, which was great. That's one of the only weekends I think I've ever come out ahead. I actually made money that weekend, even after spending money on the hotel or the Airbnb, whatever you call it, fuel to get there and back, food and all that stuff. So I actually made money on that whole deal. So yeah. But as we run through heat race here, we're working on lap number 5. We'll be halfway home this time by. We ride in second position. Looking down at that tachometer, it looks like we are right on the raggedy edge of redlining. So I think we are in a good spot. Zach Henderson Jr. is your race leader. We ride in P2. Billy Ramirez is third, and Kurt Henderson has that fourth and coveted final A-main transfer spot as we now have 4 laps to go. Justin, I'll have 2 cars for sale at the end of the year. I'll make a good deal on them, on one of them. So, all right, 3 laps to go now. 3 laps to go here at Volusia in our second to last race of the micro sprint season. Second to last micro sprint race ever. 2 laps now remain. And this is when racing gets boring. When you're out here kind of just all by myself. Sorry you had to put up with that white flag this time by. 1 lap to go here at Volusia Speedway Park in Barberville, Florida. Tammy Gonzalez is a lap down already. We'll get by her here as we come around. Checker flag is waving. We're going to finish P2. Second place for run for us here at Volusia. We'll head to the qualified dash along with race winner Zach Henderson Jr. Billy Ramirez finishes third. Kurt Henderson fourth. They'll go through to the A-main. Everybody else going to have to run one of those consolation races. All right, it is qualified dash time. We're starting in the, oh boy, I don't know, 6th position? All right. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to start 6th here in this one after finishing second in our heat race. So 10 laps to determine the first 5 rows of the A-main. Let's go. Justin, you're correct. Tyler Fry won that one. He got by Damon Murdy. Because Dallin Murdy drove his car off the backstretch wall and down outside of the backstretch wall. So ready to go here in qualified dash action. Green flag is out. Yep, Tyler Fry from Belleville, Kansas won the race at Belleville, Kansas on the famed half mile. I have a kind of a, that was my first time ever racing there as we're going to get started here with the qualified dash time of Bailey looking to the outside. Kind of a personal connection there, Belleville is where Brian Clausen unfortunately lost his life. Midget driver, open wheel driver, was on his way to attempting 200 races that year. I can't remember what year it was, but unfortunately lost his life in a midget race at Belleville. Brian, of course, was a very he was an organ donor, so he helped. Ooh, wow, we redlined pretty hard. Oh boy, we're getting into Brittany Baker there, but we got by, who was it? Jason Reed for P5. Being an organ donor, he helped extend and save the lives of countless people, but my father was also an organ donor when he passed away in 2015, so I was able to take the Donate Life flag that flew above the hospital when my father passed or when they had his organ donation. I took that flag to Belleville. It's hanging in my race shop now, but I took that flag with us in the corner that Brian had his accident in. I just, after the races were over, I took my bicycle, got a nice photograph of that flag flying in that very same corner, and it was a cathartic event for me. But man, we are bouncing off that Revlin. I wonder if there is a draft in this. Yeah, we gotta fix that gear ratio for sure. We're gonna get to the inside of Austin right though with 3 laps to go. Put us now up to P4. Ooh, he gets a good run off trail. We'll slam the door on him there. Yeah, we'll have to go a little taller on the gear ratio and help prevent that bouncing off the red limiter and whatnot. So we'll go a little taller on the gear ratio. As we come around here, white flag is in the air. One more trip around the speedway, 1/2 mile to end this one. Off of turn number 4, the checkered flag is in the air. That is a P4 finish here in the qualified dash. All right, we started 14th at Peevely, started 5th at Sugarbush. Now we're starting 4th at Volusia. So we're trending in the right direction. Zach Henderson Jr. gets the qualified dash race win. He'll roll from the pole of the A main with Harry Nelson to his outside. Row number 2 will be Brittany Baker and myself with Jason Reed and Austin Wright in row 3. Row number 4, Tommy Bailey and Tony Armstrong and Abby King and Jennifer Washington in row 5. A-main time, and like I said, boop, there we go. That's all we're going to do to the car. That is all we're going to do to the car, a little bit of a taller gear ratio, and we're going to hashtag full send. Here at Volusia, didn't have to run the DCB. We're already into the A, starting in the 4th position. Let's go. All right, A-main time here at Volusia Speedway Park. We are ready to rip here. Zach Henderson Jr. won the qualified dash. He'll roll from the pole, and starting 24th, finishing 4th in B-main is Brittany Hughes. Finishing 3rd in that very same qualified dash is Brittany Baker, starting 3rd. She finished 3rd in the dash. Brittany Baker starting 3rd, and we finished 4th in the qualified dash. We're going to start 4th, ready to go. Here we go. Green flag is out, and I was sleeping on the switch there. We're going to have a little bit of we're going to be a little slow on the go. Here's Jason Reed gets to our inside, puts us back to P5 here on the initial go. Austin Wright going to look to our outside. Oh, he's going to run over our right rear. He's going to spin himself out. Caution is out. Oh, Jerry, you're taunting me now. At Charlotte? You want to do a back-to-front challenge at Charlotte? All right, restart here after I screwed up the start and screwed Austin Wright out of it. You know what? I feel bad because he's second in the point standing, so I'm pulling my 1 mulligan per race. We're going to restart this one. All right, for the second time, we're gridded and ready to rock here at Volusia for the A-main. Jason Reed starting 5th. He finished 5th in the qualified dash. And starting 11th, finishing 3rd in Heat 1 is Billy Ramirez. Finishing 4th in Heat 3, Jessica Robinson's going to start 18th and finishing 4th in the qualified dash. We are going to start from the 4th position here at Volusia for the second time. All right, let's see if we can do a little better here and not screw up anybody because of our dumb mistake. And here we go. Green flag is out. I pulled my 1 mulligan. I get 1 per race, right? When we do live videos, I get 1 mulligan per race. Used it up for this one. We are ripping around here now. Jason Reed gets to our outside, though. Wow, power move on his part there off of turn number 2. What do you guys think? Jerry suggests a back-to-front challenge for the last race. What do we think? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Do you want me to repeat the question? That might go over your heads. There's a musical... that I don't know what song it's from, but it's from a song from my childhood. So. All right, we got by Jason Reed. Back to the 3rd position we go. Oh, boy. We're scraping off the outside wall there. Oh, boy. We're going to lose a couple spots here. Jason Reed gets back by. We're going to lose only 1 spot. There's Austin Wright. Yep, he's running a lot better than he was that first time. Complete lap number 3 of 30. 30 laps is the distance here at the Volusia. A good run on Jason Reed down the back stretch. A bit of a D-shaped oval here. Oh, Brittany Baker, Harry Nelson get together down the front stretch. Will avoid. We go to P2. Zach Henderson Jr. Now your race leader. We are now second. Harry Nelson, Jason Reed, Austin Wright. Run in the top 5. Ready to go. Green flag back out. Top 5. 5 laps are now completed in this one as Henderson jumps out to a commanding race lead already. This already a second. Get out of here, young man. 1.1 seconds ahead of us already. What the balls? 1.2 seconds after one lap? Come on, man. That ain't right. That ain't right there. And we're going to look to the outside of Jason Reed. A little bit of contact with Rooney there. No harm, no foul, though. We stayed green and pointed the right direction. Oh, man. We're faster than Jason Reed. I think we all know that. So we'll dip to the inside of him and retake that runner-up spot. Or are we? Thought we would, but oh boy, we got a little close to him there. He's crowding us there. In the turn one, he's going to grab the spot right back. Okay. Oh boy, that was close right there. Into turn number 3 now. And there we go, got him cleared. All right, 9 laps are completed here at Volusia Speedway Park in the Micro Sprint in Maine. This is our one and only visit to Volusia because we only have one race left after this one. That's all, folks. It is at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track at Charlotte. 10 laps complete. 20 laps to go. All right, we're going to try to close in on Zach Henderson Jr. And we do have a pretty considerable points gap. I think we've already mathematically locked up the championship, so we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know what kind of mechanical failures you could have at any race at any point in the season. So odd things happen all the time, right? So we'll just have to see what happens. So ride in P2 here as race leader Zach Henderson Jr. is quickly approaching the back of the field. See Harry Nelson and Brittany Baker riding at the back of the field after bringing up the caution. They were running 2nd and 3rd, and now they're running 24th and 25th. I don't think it does let you skip qualifying. So, but see, I could still, if I skip qualifying, yes, I would start last in the last heat race, but I could still move through that heat race. I would rather qualify so I can get the sponsor bonus and then finish last in the heat race because then that would put me in the lowest main possible. And since it's a showcase race, it's probably going to be an F main or something like that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Zach Henderson Jr. gets into it with Brittany Hughes. Caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway. We'll have a restart here. Zach Henderson Jr. still your race leader. We are still 2nd. Jason Reed 3rd. Austin Wright is 4th. And Abby King runs in position number 5. Here we go. Green flag back out. Green flag back out. And there he goes. He just hit the NOS button, apparently. So we're going to settle in now. Oh, man, I didn't get up high enough. So crap on a cracker. So hopefully we don't have to stand behind Jason Reed for too terribly long. There we go. All right, we got behind there. 10 laps now, or 11 laps remain here at Volusia. And there's a lot of jostling going around behind us. Or positions 3 through everything else. 10 laps remain. 10 laps to go here at Volusia. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway. Zach Henderson Jr., myself, Jason Reed, Abby King now up to 4th, and Austin Wright now 5th. Green flag is back out. Back racing here at Volusia. 9 laps doth remain. Jason Reed gets a much better start this time. He's going to drive by us through turns 1 and 2. Put Reed now up to P2. Tommy Bailey, that's Abby Reed. Looking for a way around us for P3. With 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. We ride in P3. We get a good run off turn number 2. We'll send it hard. Turn number 3 to the inside of Jason Reed. We will not have him cleared. He'll be able to mosey on back by and hold on to the spot at the line. 7 to go. 7 laps to go here at Volusia. We get a good run into turn number 3. Off of 4 at the line. We'll have P2 on Jason Reed. I almost said King there for a second. I don't know why. With Jason Reed, put him back to P3. We are... I don't know about you guys, but that eyeball test is telling me we're closing in on Zach Henderson Jr. But, oh my goodness gracious. Jason Reed going to try to dipsy-do right to the inside and grab the runner-up spot. Not going to do that there. We are closing in on Zach Henderson Jr. We got 4 laps to go. Can we pull it off here at Volusia down here in Florida? All right, down into turn number 3. Got to watch out for Brittany Hughes here. Henderson will... Oh, look at that. He'll get stuck behind the slow car. Hughes will mosey on by for the race lead in the very late stages of this one. Now at the line, as we have the race lead, there are 2 laps to go in this one. Wow, we were closing in on him way before that, so I think it was just a matter of time, but the slow car Brittany Hughes definitely helped us out there. This time by white flag is in the air. Nelson and Baker together again. Henderson gets caught up in it, though. Caution's out. We'll have a green-white checkered restart here. Let's hope we can hold on to it. Zach Henderson Jr. second. Jason Reed, Austin Wright, Billy Ramirez. Oh, nope. There we go. Sorry. I told you, this microphone sucks. And every time I adjust it, it comes on disconnected. So we'll have a restart here. We go. Green flag is out. We'll slide up in front of him. Henderson is slow. Nope, he's not slow. So that sucks. 2 to... Wow. We're going to fall back to 4th. Come on. That's not nice at all. We're just going to run out of time because it's going to be a white flag this time by. 1 lap remains. Unless Wright and Reed get together, but I don't think that's going to happen. Let's at least try to get by Jason Reed. We had that race won, too, because we had just taken the white flag, but it's going to be checker flag P3 for us there. Oh, boy, that sucks, but it is a good finish nonetheless. Zach Henderson Jr. is going to come home with the race win. Jason Reed finishes second. We'll come home in the 3rd spot, still on the podium, just a short step on the podium. I don't like that one, but it is what it is. Austin Wright finishes 4th, and Billy Ramirez rounds out your top 5. Our P3 here at Volusia, like I said. We're going to extend our points lead even more. It was 2:22 entering the evening. It is now... Nope, that's not right. 49.06 to 46.82. It is now 224 points. So we're going to finish 1 position ahead of Austin Wright, but I think that pretty much wraps it up. Most points you can gain in a weekend is 150. We're 224 points ahead. We are the National Series champion, mathematically speaking. Let's get our race earnings for Volusia. $32,000 for a 3rd place finish. I'm not going to complain about that. We're going to leave with $86,726 from a micro sprint race at Volusia Speedway Park. Let's head back to the race shop. That sucked a lot. But we led some laps. We showed how fast. I mean, everybody knows how fast we are. So, 1 more race in this car on this channel. And we've got a showcase at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Top 5? Yep, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's repair everything to make sure that we go into this race with the best equipment possible, right? Showcase at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track at Charlotte, I should say. It's a 50 lapper, $70,000 to win. Let's get to the track. All right, we are here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And let's get practice underway. But before we do that, we got to put our setup on the car. And I know this is probably not even close to realistic, but it works for my driving style in the video game. So we'll just mosey on with that. Soften up the right front as well, but we'll stiffen up the bump on the shock, soften up the rebound on the shock. Brake bias down to 10%. We'll go to a 630 on the gear ratio. There we go. We'll save that. 13.485 is the goal time. 13.485. We've never raced here with this car. We've obviously raced here with some other cars. Most notably the street stock, where we got our closest finish ever. Let's see what we can do here with the micro. See if the groove is on the bottom or on the top. It feels so slow. Come around, complete lap number 1 here in practice. It is a 13.299. All right, 13.299 for lap number 1. Come around and finish lap number 2 for a 13.253. It's even better on the second lap. We'll head to qualifications now with the 12.977. Oh boy, that is moving. All right, we'll get our warm-up lap here. This is the last race, by the way. Last race of this season with this car. We're going to run lap number 1 up here on the top side. Hopefully I don't have too much gear for this. I don't. Look at that. All right, lap number 1 is going to be a 13.867. Okay, that is way off the top goal time. We'll drop it down low for lap number 2. A little too low, but lap number 2 is going to be a 13.258. Good enough for 15th. Something not right with the car. I'll just tell you that right now. Something doesn't feel right. Top of the board is going to go to Jason Reed. Zach Henderson Jr. qualifies 2nd. Brittany Baker 3rd. Harry Nelson 4th. And Austin Wright times in 5th fastest. Something did not feel right with the vehicle. We're going to make a small adjustment there on the gear ratio. I think we're running a little too much RPM. We'll fix that there. We've qualified, what, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15th? Was it? We're starting 3rd in heat race number 3. Let's head to the track and get this thing underway. All right, top 3 to the A main. Top 2 to the qualified dash. Just like always, we're starting from the 3rd position. Got Brandy Baker and Jennifer Washington on the front row. Green flag is out. And we're going to get a good jump here on the initial go. Looking to the inside of Jennifer Washington. Not going to be able to make that pass. She'll hold on to P2. And we are slow on the go on this one. Oh boy, got a way sideways there. Oh boy, something is wrong. Something is wrong with the car. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Seriously, what's going on? I know it. Did I change the gear too much? I couldn't have. There's something wrong with this car right now. No, there's nothing wrong with the car. You all know that, right? So, we're just trying to fall back so we finish last. Halfway home this time by. We're doing a back-to-front challenge. Yep, that's what it is. I want to finish last. I don't want to make it blatantly obvious. But look at how slow I have to go for the car in last to even catch me. Come on. Look at how slow that car is. Oh my god, I didn't realize she was right there. Oh boy, that would have been bad. Alright, we're in last now because reasons. We all know the reasons, right? 2 laps to go this time by. We'll have to start in whatever, the F main or whatever it is. The white flag this time by as we ride in P10. Last lap. Oh my god, this guy is so slow. I finally picked up the pace there on the last lap. We'll finish 10th. Oh no, something happened to the car. Yep, we'll go to the F main. F main. Brittany Baker gets the win. She'll go through to the qualified dash with second place finisher Jennifer Baker. And third place Henry Fisher goes to the A main. Everybody else is going to have to run the soup. It is time for a run through the soup. So we finished 10th in our heat race. Last, we'll start third in the F main. Top 5 from each one of these lower mains goes through to the next one. So you finish top 5 in the F, you go to the E, then to the D, then to the C, then to the B, to the A. So our goal, VP Racing Fuels with their last race as primary sponsor on the car, they want us finishing in the top 5 in the A main. We got a long way to go. Buckle in, boys and girls. You're in for a ride. F main up next. All right, top 5 in the F main, go to the E main. We're starting in the 3rd position. Dustin Powell starting 5th. He finished 10th in Heat 5. And starting 4th, finishing 10th in Heat 4 is Greg Schneider. Finishing 10th in Heat 2, John Price is starting 2nd, and we finished 10th in Heat 3. We're starting from the 3rd position. I forgot they did that little rundown on these lower mains. So here we go. Green flag is out. We had a broken axle. That's what happened in the heat race. Had a broken left side axle. We're only getting power to the right rear. That's what happened. At least that's what we're telling everybody. 20. Why is this race 20 laps? It is what it is, though. We're gonna obviously jump out to the race lead. How many times can we lap field here in this one? So let's run some cockpit camera here at Charlotte. We're already 4 seconds ahead. We're only 3 laps in. We'll run this entire race from this camera angle. I don't know how to turn off the mini-map from here. I don't think we can, but... Oh, wrong button. Sorry. There we go. We're back to it. 6-second lead now. I'm pretty sure there's only like 7 cars in this race, so at that point, just put them all in. Like, why do we have to run a F, M, and E if only 2 cars aren't going to transfer? Just put them all in the whatever main it is and go from there. But whatever, I don't make the rules, right? So, all right, we're going to have a lot of time running these lower mains. So again, questions, comments, concerns, real racing, oh boy, the game, opinions, what do you want to know? Treat this as an AMA, a Q&A, whatever you want to call it. Oh, caution is out. That's rare. Caution is out on Le Speedway, but ask me whatever you want within reason. Nothing scandalous or anything like that. But we'll have a restart here. Green flag is back out. 11 laps to go. There are only 6 cars in this race. I'm trying to look at the dots on the mini-map. 10 laps to go. We are halfway home in this one, by the way. At the halfway mark in this one, John Price is 2nd, Phil West is 3rd, Greg Schneider 4th. Johnny Reed rides in P5 with 9 laps to go now. We'll go top side. Yep. Had that broken axle in the heat race. Caused us to finish in the 10th position. Okay, are we really running an F main with 6 cars in it and taking the top 5? That's a little ridiculous if you ask me. Like, just start all of them in the E main. Oh my god. That's what I would do if I was running this event, but I'm not, so whatever. We're running, obviously, in the lead. We're 8.5 seconds, almost 9 seconds now out in front. 5 laps to go. And there you go, a fistful of phalanges flying in the air. 5 laps to go. 4 to go now at the line. We're going to lap everybody, even with a caution thrown in the mix. John Price goes a lap down, and there we go. We've lapped the entire field in a 20-lap race. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps to go. White flag this time by 1 lap to go. One more trip around the speedway. Might throw some steering offset into it too, because a little too far to the right down the straightaways, but checkered flag, that's F main win. We'll move on to the E, where we'll start in the 7th position. John Price, Phil West, Greg Schneider, Johnny Reed go through to the E as well. Dustin Powell, the lone car, not transferring through. Back to the pits. All right. Still can't stop yawning. Oh my goodness. All right. Like I said, a little bit of steering offset into the car, and that is the only change we're going to make to this thing. E-Main is now up. We're starting 7th. Top 5 transfer. Let's go. Our top 5 advance to the D-Main. Norm Gray starting 3rd. He finished 9th in Heat 3. And starting 2nd, finishing 9th in Heat 2 is Dave Jenkins. Finishing 4th in the F-Main. Greg Schneider starting in the 10th position. And we won the F-Main. We're starting from the 7th position. Here we go. Green flag, and the E-Main is out. How quickly can we get to the front? I say 1 lap. All right, we're going to grab 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Ooh, are we going to get the lead in 1 lap? There's 2nd, and at the line. Yep, give us the spot. 7th to 1st in 1 lap. Yes, sir. There we go. To the top spot we go. Look at that. I set the car in the corner. I didn't even touch the steering wheel. What? Well, barely touched it right there. Oh, I had to touch it right there just a little bit. But oh my goodness gracious. This thing is on a rail right now. Oh boy. It gets real boring when you're out here all by yourself. Running in the race lead as we're working lap number 5 in the E-Main. We broke a rear axle. Broke an axle in the rear end in the heat race. Unfortunately finished in the 10th position. That put us starting 3rd? Right? Yes, we started 3rd in the F-Main. We won the F-Main. We're now running in the race lead of the E-Main. Working lap number 7 of the E-Main. Started 7th in this one. Oh boy, Schneider got very close to that other car of Reed. We'll get by both of them, put them both a lap down. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, caution's out. We're going to get by those cars. Yes, we will. There are now only 3 cars in the lead lap, so I wanted to get by those 2 cars. I wanted to get by those 2 cars before the caution came out, so people behind them had a chance to actually gain a position. So green flag back out at the line. 10 laps complete. We are halfway home in this one. Justin, I have a feeling you're going to get to hear your favorite phrase several times here at Charlotte. The dirt track at Charlotte. will jump out to the race lead, and at the end of one lap, we're already a second ahead of second place Nick Davis. Dave Jenkins is second with Phil West in fourth, and David Bell holding on. At this point, he has that fifth and final D main transfer spot. All right, now 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go in this one. Rip a tear off. 6 laps to go this time. Justin, are you ready? Are you? Are you ready? Because there's fistful of phalanges flying in the air. We've got 5 laps to go. Oh, there's the wall. I want to do that. All right. 5 laps now. 4 laps to go. In the D main here. Oh, my goodness. Situate my arm here. It's not cooperating. 3 laps to go at the flag stand this time by as we ride in the race lead. No surprise there at all. We came into this race with a 220-point lead in the point standings. Mathematically have locked up the championship before we even unloaded the car. We didn't even have to show up, to be honest with you. We're going to get by David Bell, put him 2 laps down. He's running in 4th. He's 2 laps down. And as we take the white flag, we'll get by Nick Davis and Dave Jenkins, not Leroy. Get by those. Now everybody's a lap down. This time by checkered flag is in the air. That is an E-main win. E-main win. My wife just said she was watching the stream downstairs in the living room with one of our cats, and our cat was staring at the screen because he can hear me, but he can't see me. That is adorable. Hello, Jasper, if you're still watching. We're going to grab the E-main race win. We'll go through to the D, where we'll start in the 7th position again. Dave Jenkins goes through with us as well. Nick Davis in 3rd. David Bell 4th, and Phil West is going to transfer into the D main as well. Oh, sorry if you heard that. My stomach went. But all right, D main time. We're starting in the 7th position once more. Top 5 transfer in through to the top 5 transfer through to the C. Let's go. Top 5 to the C main. Hopefully you all are enjoying this back to front challenge. Phil West starting 11th. He finished 5th in the E main. Shotgun on the field. And starting 3rd, finishing 8th in Heat 3 is James Ross. Finishing 8th in Heat 4, William Nelson is starting in the 4th position. We've won the E main. Starting 7th here in the D. Ready to go. Green flag is out. Hey, there's my wife. Everybody say happy birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. We're at a very pivotal moment of the pregnancy because she's 25 weeks. We all know how good of a number that is, but hey, we got to surpass it at some point, right? So, all right. We're already to the race lead again. Took a little bit more time here, but I wasn't really super focused in on it. So, all right, we're 2 laps into this. We're going to complete lap number 3 this time by. You notice in the background, America's Home for Racing. I think that's the NASCAR track there. And then off of turn number 3 and 4, that's the drag strip back there. Because those grandstands are straight, and then the ones in the background here are curved. Makes sense, right? So, all right, working lap numero 5 here at Charlotte, the dirt track at Charlotte. 5 laps complete, 15 to go. We have a 5-second lead here in the D main. Top 5 cars transfer through to the C. If you're just joining us or haven't been keeping up, We broke an axle in the heat race, finished 10th. Had to run through the F main. We won the F main, obviously. Ran through the E main, won it. Now we're in the D main. We are leading it. Car is on rails right now, too. So I am very happy with the performance of our vehicular on this specific evening, except for breaking a rear end axle early on in the night. I'd rather have it happen early rather than late. So, meh. It is what it is. We're navigating through the rest of the field here. We'll be halfway home next time by. Up next well, hold on, let me get through this here. At the line, cross sticks in the air from Flagman Dan to the flag stand. We are halfway home. 10 down, 10 to go. So tomorrow you will see the entire, channel members will see the entire regional midget series, because if you remember, we ran it once already. Those cars got very close together. We ran it once already, but we did not get the championship, so I had to rerun it. We're going to split the difference there as we put those two cars a lap down. Everybody's a lap down now with 8 to go. So I had to rerun it. Regular channel viewers, you'll see all 4 showcase races. Channel members, you'll see all 27 races of that regional midget season. And then Friday, we will start in with the national midget season. I'm excited to get that one going because we go to the Chili Bowl, I think, in the first episode. So I am excited. So we continue on in this one. And Justin, are you ready? Everybody, you ready? At the line, Flagman Dan's got a fistful of phalanges flying in the air. 5 laps to go. Yes, sir. 5 laps to go here in the D main. Top 5 cars straight to the C with 5 to go. Tom Richardson is second. Third goes to William Gonzalez. William Wilson is fourth. And Sam Murray rides in that 5th and final C main transfer spot. We've now got this time by 3 laps to go. We've been clean and green for the entirety of this one. I just jinxed it, didn't I? Now something's going to happen. 3 laps to go here in the D main at the dirt track at Charlotte. Oh, boy, that was very close. Navigating through the back of the field once again. 2 sticks in the air from Flagman Dan at the flag stand. 2 sticks in the air, yes, sir. 2 laps remain. We'll get up to 7th and put him another lap down. White flag from Flagman Dan at the flag stand. Final trip around the speedway. 1 lap to go. Off of turn number 4, checker flag is out. That's going to be a D main win. We'll head through to the C main. We're making our way downtown, walking fast. No, that's not it, right? We won the D main. We're making our way to the front of the field to the A main. Tom Richardson in second. William Gonzalez third. William Wilson in fourth, and Sam Murray in fifth. They all transfer through to the C. Everybody else, load it up and watch for the rest of the night. Your race event is done. I just realized that this is a showcase race, and yeah, we got to get to the top 10 to even earn that sponsor from Hoosier, but I don't think we really have to worry about that, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I mean, We've won the F. So if you're just joining us, or to give you a recap here, the Dirt Track at Charlotte showcase race, we qualified like 13th, 14th, something like that. Broke an axle in the heat race, finished 10th. Started 3rd in the F main, won it. Started 7th in the E main, won it. Started 7th in the D main, won it. Now we're starting 13th in the C main. Top 5 transfer through to the B. Let's go. All right, it's C main time. Like I said, top 5 transfer through to the B. Alex Johnson started 4th. He finished 6th in Heat 4. And starting 3rd, finishing 6th in Heat 3, Ken Hall. Finishing 7th in Heat 3, Mark Thomas is going to roll from the 9th position. And we won the D main. I have to get my letters right here. We won the D main. We're going to start from the 13th position. Here we go. Green flag is out. Green flag is out in this one. 13th place start for us here as we got 20 laps to get to the top 5. We're going to make quick work of these guys here in the C main. We're already, after lap number 1, up to position number 5 and wanting more. Looking with the inside of Ken Hall. Frank Martinez up next on the chopping block. We'll get by him here. Chase Hall now in the race lead. We're going to get by him, and after 2 laps, 13th to the race lead. Yes, sir. Looks like we're going to be moving on to the B main as long as we can hold things together here at Charlotte. All right, we're just going to mosey on through the top side here. Got to make sure the car works on all points of the track. Especially, we're just testing for the A main at this point. I haven't really seen anything we need to do to this thing, to be honest with you, because it's running very, very strong right now. Considering the fact that we got by everybody in the C main from 13th in 2 laps, and that's pretty telling, to be honest with you. I mean, these aren't the slowest cars in the field. I mean, if you consider top 3 from the A main went to the A main, so 4th place went to the B, 5th place in a heat race is probably what's running these C mains. So I mean, you got to consider these cars aren't super slow. So Justin. IMCA stock car rules, there's 2 engine options. One of them is an open, quote-unquote, rule. I'm not super in tune with what those rules are because that's not what I run. But I do know that if you run that, you can run unlimited cubic inches, but you have to run a 350 CFM carburetor, which is a small carburetor. And because if you're running a bigger engine, they want less air-fuel mixture going into it. Theoretically, caution's going to come out, flipper dipper doodah off 4. Caution comes out as we hit the halfway point, but we run the spec 360 cubic inch, 10.5 to 1 compression. It's a 500 CFM Holley carburetor. It's all steel. There's a whole bunch of other rules and whatnot. There's spec heads. You can only run specific part numbers on the heads and whatnot. So most people I know of, and when I say most, I mean probably 98 to 99% of the people running an IMCA stock car are running the 360 engine. So that's what both of our cars are. You have to run a 7400 chip in your ignition box. We don't run an ignition box. We just run a rev tuner. We run an HEI distributor, and that way we don't have to run an ignition module, but we still have to run it through a rev box. It's a 7400 RPM chip. So if you ever hear anybody talk about bouncing it off the chip or anything, that means when you hit 7400 RPM, it starts, if you ever hear the 4 cylinders, like, bop, 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 that's what they're doing. They're bouncing it off the rev limiter. You're hitting the chip, whatever you want to call it. 5 laps to go. I almost missed it this time. 5 laps to go. Fistful of phalanges flying in the air. I almost missed it that time, but yeah, that's what we run. It's 360 cubic inches. Like I said, 10.5 to 1 compression. It's putting out about 410 horsepower at the crank. So not bad. With 3 laps to go now here in the C main. 2 sticks in the air this time by. Flagman Dan's got 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. These are actually going by a lot quicker than I thought they would. As we come around here, Flagman Dan's got the white flag in the air. We've got, caution, maybe new. Had a little bit of a close quarters combat contact in front of us there. But this time by, we've got the checkered flag. That's a C main win. We'll go through to the B main with that one, where we'll start 13th once more. Frank Martinez finishes 2nd, Jerry Anderson 3rd, Ricky Kimball 4th, and 5th place Alex Johnson. They all go through to the B with us. Everybody else load it up and watch. Your night is done. All right, gotta adjust myself in my chair here as we now have one more race before we get to the A main. We won the F, we won the E, we won the D, we won the C. Now we're starting 13th in the B main. These are all cars that started or finished 4th in their heat races. So, well, actually, how many heat races were there? 6. 4th and 5th place finishers in the. Yep, 4th and 5th, because that would be 4th place starters. Oh my goodness gracious! So, all right, we're starting 13th here in the B main. Let's go. All right, top 5 to the A main. Frank Martinez starting 14th. He finished 2nd in the C main. And starting 4th, finishing 4th in Heat 4, Jessica Robinson. That's a lot of 4s. Finishing 5th in Heat 4, Robbie Torres is going to roll from the 10th position. We won the C main. We're going to start from the 13th position. Remember, broken axle in the heat race. We had to start. We finished 10th. We had to run the soup. We're all the way up to the B. Here we go. Green flag is out. 20 more laps to determine the entire A main starting field. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Robbie. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lots of people getting all wibbly wobbly, bibbly bobbly in front of us. We had to get on the binders, get wooed and slowed. Throwing out all the catchphrases tonight. We ride in P9 here with, as we come around to complete lap number 2, we're now up to the 6th position. 1 spot out of a transfer. We got 18 laps to get it. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. That's pretty self-explanatory right there. We'll move into the 4th position, now up to P3 off of 4. We're going to look to the inside. No, not going to have it. Jessica Robinson has that 2nd spot. William Zaborski is in the race lead. Oh, boy. Jessica Robinson not going to let us have 2nd easily, but we're going to go into 3. Dive it down low. We'll have the spot. Put us P2 now with 16 to go. Level playing field for sure, Justin, and we're all on the same tire as well, so there's no different compounds or anything like that. We're all on the same crappy hard tire. Yeah, that's kind of a big reason why I wanted to get away from Dirt Car and UMP locally for us, because aside from the fact that they lost their one and only tech guy that actually cared about the class to the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and he went to the race lead, by the way, as I ramble on about this stuff. The cars are kind of getting a little out of hand. They're going more to the southeast style of stock car or street stock, like the Cruiser stuff, and that's just not what I want to race. I don't think a street stock or stock car or whatever you want to call it, I don't think it should have a fully enclosed cockpit. I don't think it should have, chain limiters on the rear end. I don't think they should be running bump stops or anything like that. The fanciest thing on our cars is we've got adjustable shock mounts, so we can change the travel of our shocks. That's about it. But I wish they'd let us run quick changes. That's the other thing that I really, really want. But it is what it is. So, all right, we continue on this one. We hit the halfway point last time by, so this time by we now got 9 laps to go. That's why you'll see a lot of IMCA stock car races that are very close finishing, or at least very good racing, because most of the cars are on a level playing field. So I'm interested to see how our 2 cars do this year. I went to Marshalltown late last year and was running well in the heat race before the rear end gear broke. And now Dustin's had both cars pretty much all winter, and he's found a lot of stuff that we're improving on and fixing and whatnot. So I'm intrigued to see how things are going to go for us, to be honest. So we will see, but I'm definitely excited to get the season started. We're going to go over this weekend and work on both cars and bring both cars home. So if anybody's looking to do some pit work in Iowa, let me know. 5 laps to go. Flagman Data Flagstate's got a fistful of phalanges flying in the air once more in the B main, as we now have 4 laps to go this time by. We are leading the B main. We won the F, we won the E, we won the D, we won the C. Now we're leading the B with 4 laps to go. We are in a good position to put ourselves into a decent starting spot in the A main. 3 laps to go. This time by the flag stand. 3 laps to go. Flagman Dan to the flag stand. He's got 2 sticks in the air. We've got 2 laps remaining here in the B main at the dirt track at Charlotte. We are in the race lead, and it's looking like we're going to transfer through to the A main as the white flag flies from the flag stand. One more trip around the speedway before we can get this A main going. Down the backstretch into turn 3 off of turn number 4. The checkered flag flies. That is a B main win. Our quest to go back to front is still alive. We'll start 19th in the A main as we get the win here in the B. William Zaborski finishes 2nd. Jessica Robinson in 3rd. Ron Matthews 4th and Brent Brown in 5th. They all go through to the A main. Everybody else's night is done. Load the cars up. Get in the stands. Yeah, Justin, what I showed in the video, that was our weight jack. The shock adjuster is almost identical, but it mounts on the top. So where the top of the shock mounts, it has one of those adjusters with it. So the shocks actually have a weight jack bolt as well. So you can turn it to give you more or less travel in the shock. But it's very, very similar. So you're on the right path. It's just not the exact same. Well, it's very close to the exact same thing. It's just mounted on the top of the shock mount instead of, what I showed in the video. But all right, it is A main time. This is our final race of the video. Thank you all for joining so far in this one. It's been fun. This is also the final race in the micro sprint of this series on this channel, most likely. So we're going to enjoy it. We're starting from the 19th position here after winning the F, winning the E, winning the D, winning the C, winning the B. We broke an axle in the heat race, had to finish 10th there, had to run the soup, but we've done it. And we've gone to the A main here in this one. 50 laps for $70,000 to win. At minimum, we have to finish in the top 10 to get the sponsor. Let's see how we do. A main up next. A main at the Charlotte Showcase is gridded and ready to rock. Tommy Bailey starting 6th. He finished 6th in the qualified dash. And rolling from the 13th position, finishing 3rd He1 is John Zander. Finishing 5th in B main, Brent Brown's going to start 23rd shotgun on the field. And we won that very same B main. We're starting from the 19th position. Here we go. Green flag is out. 50 laps. Here we go. Starting from the 19th position, showcase race here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Sponsor is achieved with a top 10. Our current sponsor wants a top 5. Let's see how we do. 1 lap completed. We're up to 17th. It's going to tear off clean visor, headed off into turn number 1. We're up to now P15 plus 4 on our starting position here in this one. We are, close quarters combat right up there in front of us. 48 to go, 2 laps complete. We are on the move. We're already, oh my goodness, we're already sniffing and into the top 10 here in this one. We're already into the top 10. Wow, we are on the move. Looking to the inside of Jesse Agard. We are plus 10 in 3 laps in this one. We are already up to P9. Tommy Bailey, Jennifer Washington, next 2 cars up in front of us. If I'm not mistaken, that B main went caution free. We're going to look to the inside of Bailey and Washington, a 2 for 1. Flip the oh no, I didn't get to say that that catchphrase. Darn it. Oh boy, we're going to split the difference. Caution is out. We gained 2 spots with that. We're up to 5th. We are plus 14. Only 5 laps into this race. Jason Reed, Zach Henderson Jr., Brady Baker, Harry Nelson, myself, your top 5. Ready to go. Green flag is back out with now 7 laps completed the line. Can we make the back? I don't think I've ever done a back-to-front challenge and actually won the A main at the end of it, but there's a first time for everything. We're going to dive it hard through 3 and 4. Look to the inside as Zach Henderson Jr. not have the spot. He powers back by on the top side down the front stretch through 1 and 2. We'll have it now. Put us up to P4 on the field. Now to the inside of Baker through 3 and 4. Look at that. Plus 1 more up to P3. We've got our foot on the podium now. Let's see if we can get to the top step as we start to reel in second place Harry Nelson for that second spot. Tear-off, get a clean view out of the visor. 10 laps complete. We're 1/5 of the way through this one. 10 complete. We got 40 laps to go. Jason Reed has the race lead. Harry Nelson second. We ride in P3 right behind Nelson. Just trying to pick our moment to make something happen here. Pick a visor. Pull a tear-off. We're going to make a move down the backstretch to the inside of Nelson. Into turn number 3. He's going to have a run there on the outside of us there. He'll hold on to the spot. Well, at the line, I think he had it, but into turn number 1 now. Put us into the runner-up spot. We run in P2 now here in the A main at the Charlotte Showcase. 37 laps to go. 13 complete. In 13 laps, we've gone 19th to 2nd. We're trying to now run down Jason Reed in the race lead. See if we can put together some good laps and start to close in on Reed. I am astonished with how well we've run here. Austin Wright was probably devastated when he saw us drive. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway. This is our chance. Jason Reed will restart from the lead. We are in second. Brittany Baker third. Zach Henderson Jr. fourth. Harry Nelson will restart from the 5th position. We are ready to go once more. Green flag back out. Can we get a jump? We're going to nose out in front of Jason Reed and not have the spot. We'll dive down in front of Brittany Baker in the 2nd position. Cut off her run so we don't let her get by. We'll settle now into the runner-up spot here on the restart. We'll come around here. 17 laps completed. 33 to go. I think what's going to be imperative for us is getting into lap traffic very, very soon. And it's going to be a few laps, obviously, but we need Reed to be confuzzled. We need him to get out of his rhythm. We need him to break his stride, his momentum, his focus, so we can get by and grab a race win here and complete our back-to-front challenge like we've never been able to complete it before. We are plus 17 on our starting position here at Charlotte. Remember, we started 19th. As we complete lap number 20, we're 2/5 of the way done with this one. 2/5 done with this one. 30 laps to go. Make that 29 as we pull tear off at the line. The gap is about 1.3 seconds, not 1.2 to Jason Reed, 1.1. We gained a couple tenths of a second there, and I think I might have found something that we can use. Go in a little higher, dive it down low. Get a little bit of a late eighth. Gained a few tenths on us there. Okay, he's starting to pull away from us now. I thought I found something, but then it just completely negated itself as he started to pull away from us. He's now approaching the back of the field. He'll get by Billy Ramirez. Let Ramirez lap down. Obviously, Ramirez, one of the caution cars, running at the back of the field now. 26 laps remain. And next time by, we will be halfway home. Flagman Dan to the flag stand. It's got some cross sticks in the air. We are halfway home in this one. 25 laps down, 25 laps to go. As race leader Jason Reed continues in the race lead and starting to extend that out on us, is now 1.8 seconds. That is the gap. Excuse me. We are in the back of the field, putting cars a lap down now, as we've been green for a decent number of laps, about 10 now. Jeez. Frog on the front. Oh, Reed gets into the slower car. Caution's out. Who was that? Who was it? That was Jessica Robinson. Caution's out. Jason Reed gets into the slow car. Jessica Robinson. Oh, crap. Caution is out. Jason Reed will restart from the lead. We are second. Here we go. Green flag is back out. We're going to poke a nose, but that's about all we're going to do. As he's going to rocket to the race lead once more. We're going to have to make our car 9 lanes wide here. Hopefully he doesn't get out as far as he did before. Now remember one of the earlier races in this video, we were able to close in on the race leader. Oh boy, Brittany Baker poking her nose down there on the bottom side. She's going to get to the 3rd position. Here off of turn 2 into turn number 3. We'll just dive it hard in there. We'll grab the spot right back. As I was saying, as we complete lap number 30, we're 3/5 of the way done with this one. 30 down, 20 to go. As I was saying once more, one of the earlier races in this video, we were closing in on the race leader and actually had surpassed the race leader after a situation very similar to this. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that gap and see what we can. I mean, there's not really a whole lot we can do except alter our line a little bit. But, oh boy, scrape the outside wall there down the front straightaway. We'll lose a little bit of time to race leader, Jason Reed. This time by, we've got 33 laps completed, 17 laps remain here at the dirt track at Charlotte. As Jason Reed, race leader, going to get to the inside. Jessica Robinson. She now runs at the back of the field. Unfortunate incident for her earlier on in the race. Oh, and another unfortunate incident. Caution's back out. Brittany Baker just sent Jessica Robinson to the stratosphere. Jason Reed is still your race leader. We are still second. Brittany Baker third. Tony Armstrong fourth. Jennifer Washington rides beat 5 as we're going to have another restart ready to go. We are back green. All right, just like before, I was fully expecting that. Ooh, Brittany Baker going to try to poke her nose on the outside, grab the runner-up spot. Not going to be able to have the run there. We'll get into turn number 3 off of 4. This time by, we've got 13 to go. We are quickly running out of time to complete this back-to-front challenge, but I'm going to go ahead and call this a success either way, because F to the E to the D to the C to the B to the A, 19th in the A to 2nd, might be one of our best runs ever in any car, in any series. I'm definitely happy with how things have gone with 11 laps remain, but we've got time to make something happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. Blue cars behind us getting real close together. Tommy Bailey closes in on Brittany Baker. We have 10 laps to go. 2 palms in the air from Flagman Dan. 9 laps to go this time by. Jason Reed just has the field covered here in this one. 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. Now 8 to go this time by. Not entirely sure what we could have done different in this one. Obviously, second place is the first loser, but when you consider the adversity we had to fight through this evening here in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm not going to be disappointed with this. Happy with my team, happy with my crew guys. We're obviously walking out of here with a national championship, so that is definitely the goal here. Big picture racing, right? So that is the key with what we're looking at here with now 6 laps to go. And I know we're not leading, but it's the last race in the micro. And as we come to the flag stand, Flagman Dan's got a fist full of phalanges flying in the air. We've got 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. Now 4 to go this time by. This is our this is our last 4 laps in the micro sprint in World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. Let's enjoy it here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 3 to go at the flag stand. This time, 3 laps remain. A great run for us here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 19th to the runner-up spot as Flagman Dan's got 2 sticks in the air. 2 laps remain here in the A main. We are on our way to a national championship. I wonder what if they'll do anything special for the national championship. But white flag this time by. Final trip around the speedway. Final lap in the micro sprint. As we go down the back straightaway, we're enjoying it. We're embracing it. We're celebrating it. Off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air. That is a second place finish. And most importantly, that is a national title wrapped up. Jason Reed gets the deserved race win. We come home in the second position. Brittany Baker finishes third. Tommy Bailey in fourth. And Austin Wright rounds out your top 5 here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte Showcase event. Yes, we finished in the second position here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. And most importantly, wrapped up that title by a cool, let's do a little mathematics here, 50-52, 50-52 to 48-22, 230 points. So a dominating series for us here. We wrap up the title, but most, I keep saying that, let's head to the payout window and get our payout. That is the first time we've gone over 6 figures for one event. I'm not going to complain about it. We're going to leave Charlotte with $118,836 in our pockets. Let's head back to the race shop. And with that, we say adieu to the micro sprint. We wrapped up a national title with this car. Completed our sponsor goal perfectly. But there it is. National Dirt Series. We won the championship. That is a fantastic feeling. Yes, let's check one more off the box. We got that one done. We'll look at our season summary here. Greg Osmond wins another one. Greg is a 2-time micro sprint champion, says VP Racing Fuel. Actually, we're 3-time because we won the regional one, or the local one. So local, regional, that's 3. But I digress. It is what it is. We got another note here. The micro sprint champion is Greg Osmond. I can't believe this is really happening. I mean, I can, but I'm more so making that statement because we ran the gauntlet, at Charlotte, right? So we got the title nonetheless. And look at that, 23,000. We're gonna sign Hoosier, but we're never gonna see him. But we're gonna sign them in case we have to do any like hire driver races or anything like that. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so Hoosier's on the car now. But there we go. There's the season summary in, was it 35 races, 34 races? No, it was 34. So we never finished outside of the top 10. I am thrilled with that. Consistency pays off. That's really what it is. 10 wins on the season, 31 top 5s. We finished out of the top 5 only 3 times. So consistency is key. But yeah, I mean, that's a great season for us here. Like I said earlier in the video, tomorrow you will see the entire midget regional series. If you're a channel member, if you are not a channel member, you'll see the 4 showcase races. But then on Friday, right? Yeah, on Friday, we will start in with the national midget series. And those, what you'll see there are the first 5 races. So we'll go Fairbury, Diamond Grove, Kern, Millbridge, and then we'll end the first video at the Chili Bowl. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one there. So definitely want you to stick around for that. But that is going to do it for us here today. Episode 112 of World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24. I am the OGGO, Greg Osmond. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you would please give this video a like before you leave us today. But thank you all, like I said, so much for watching. And we'll catch you next time.